Today will be a quick video. It's part of the reason why I was reluctant to start vlogging because of days like these, which are a lot, but it's slowly reducing. Where it's just I don't there's no like impetus as to why, but I'll just feel exhausted the whole day. And it'll be like brief waves of energy which I try to take advantage of to do things, but for the most part, like just I even just fell asleep, and I was almost like in a daze of like half asleep, like basically when I woke up, I was like, was I asleep or not? Which obviously I was, but that's how like out of it I've been, and that's kind of been a cyclical thing. Uh, so it's frustrating. And my brain is particularly affected in that before I would even if I was really tired, I'd still be able to comprehend things pretty well. But now I would like find myself put on something like an educational podcast or what have you, and trying particularly to focus on what's going on and just daydreaming, not retaining anywhere close to like what I did yesterday, type of thing. So all that being said, the thing I want to touch on briefly today is I see a lot of both society and personal problems um, relate back to me because I have kind of been all over the place with this stuff. So I kind of have a bit of a broader view, and I really try to pay attention and educate myself. So what I wanted to touch on today was how vital so many things about society are that I didn't realize at all. In fact, I would perhaps oppose them. Uh, I'm more of a type that likes a bit of chaos and things changing and evolving and being interesting than the opposite. But it's just shocking to me. So, to put it like this, as we progress, we forget why we needed certain things. And we just think, oh, they're just there because they're done. Sometimes that's the case, but oftentimes they're there for a reason. Sometimes it has to be updated and they're no longer necessary. But I'm very dubious, be very dubious when people claim that. Typically, they're lying or they're at the very least ignorant. I just found myself today thinking about how much I appreciate the things that society put before us that make things work, and that I I think and I hope that new generations are gonna like look back and that they're going to realize that the things that have been taken away in society that are causing things to fall apart, particularly in U.S. society, are um, are things that were left behind by past generations as an act of love. It wasn't just for them, and so I think we're going to see an increase in responsibility, and that's my little hope for it, because I've certainly found that the more responsibility I partake in, and the more I lean into things to older things, uh, the more fulfilled I I feel, and the more right things feel. So well, I know I'm gonna do my part too. That's the thing when it comes to instilling things down that my parents, to be frank, if I would discuss it with them, they'd laugh at me. You know, just more typical liberal mindset. I'm not saying I'm liberal or conservative because I'm certainly not far on either side, but it's really been humbling for me to realize that as someone that is more artistically inclined and such, that here I am trying to just take a stand here and be like, a lot of these things really need to be held on to and passed down to new generations at a cost to ourselves. So there's a lot more I want to talk about in that vein, but just wanted to get this short video out. Peace.